Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the Home Weather Office on this Wednesday morning. It's the 14th day of June, 2023. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home office where, when I look out the window, it is a beautiful morning. We have sunshine in the area. We'll see some clouds later on today. I'll show you that here in a second. And temperatures will run a little bit warmer than the last couple of days, probably pretty close to average, which is now in the upper 80s. We are expecting some warmer weather over the next few days, but as I'll show you here in a minute, the overall theme is still a cooler than average June as we approach here the halfway point of the month. And looking past the halfway point of the month, it looks as though, even though there'll be some warm days, the overall theme of cooler than average weather is going to continue. So let me show you what's happening this morning. Beautiful shot. We have deep marine layer along the coast, all the way down the coast, down into San Diego, Los Angeles, and then up through the Salinas Valley and Monterey, and up through areas in Sonoma County. The thing I wanted to point out was this area of cloudiness here. See a little band of clouds? I know sometimes it'd be tough to make out over the marine layer. You have the marine layer down on the deck, and then you have these clouds up around, well, they're probably up around 15,000 feet or so. And these are going to drift down across the area later on this afternoon. So the sky will turn a little bit milky later on today. But that, other than that, it's just going to be a really good-looking day. And one of the things we've been seeing, of course, is a lot of thunderstorms over the last couple of days, but the HRRR is showing a lot fewer of them today. There will be a couple, but notice where they are. This is along Highway 395 down toward Mono Lake and Bodie, and then farther to the south. But notice the Tahoe Basin and Plumas County, where, man, we've had some big thunderstorms the last few days. Looks like Plumas County will avoid all of that today. So that's today, and then during the day Thursday, this is Thursday afternoon, kind of the same thing. A couple of pop-ups maybe down around Ebbets Pass, Sonora Pass, that's Thursday rather at 5 in the afternoon, and all those dissipate. So fewer thunderstorms and warmer daytime highs. So the biggest thing is to look at the big picture. So let's look at the 500 millibar chart. And I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. Excuse me while I do that, just so I can get to the controllers here. Fine. Okay, so here we are in California. Here's this baggy trough that has been in the area. Let me scoot ahead one or two frames here. Now that band of clouds that I showed you, here it is right here, a little trough going by to our north. Most of it is up into Montana, and there's nothing really to this. It's just reinforcing some cooler air into the west. But what it does for us is it brings this north flow in. So that during the day on Thursday, the north end of the valley, and by that I mean, well, from Marysville to the north, so Marysville, Chico, we could be in the mid-90s, but down on the surface, we're likely still going to have an onshore flow. So there could be a huge difference between the temperature in Marysville and Chico to Solano County, let's say Fairfield and Vacaville on Thursday. So it could be 80 in Fairfield, well, it could be 95 in Marysville. That's going to be one of those days. Just a north breeze, but not enough of a north breeze to counteract the onshore flow that we'll have closer to the delta. So this is the warmer day. This is into the day on Friday. This is that little ridge that kind of nudges in right here. So that's a warmer day. Temperatures in the valley could reach the mid-90s in some spots. Low 90s are more likely, but mid-90s are possible. That's likely going to be our warmest day. All the models have been indicating Friday's our warmest day. So then this is Saturday afternoon. The next trough begins to take shape, and while Saturday will be sunny and warm, it'll be the transition day. We'll see more of the onshore flow. That means temperatures, we still might make it up to around 90 or so, but it'll be somewhat cooler than on Friday, and then probably one of those days where Saturday night the temperature really drops off fast with the onshore flow. This is Sunday, another deep low coming our way. The models are relatively dry with this. If this was January or February, we'd be talking about mountain snow, we'd be talking about valley rain, but there really doesn't appear to be much moisture with this. So that means that, I wouldn't rule out the chance of a shower, let's say in Lassen County, maybe even in northern Plumas County over the weekend, but this is Monday morning. But it looks as though otherwise we're going to stay cool and dry. This is Monday afternoon, a deep trough. This would get temperatures back down to the low 80s, and then the troughiness just kind of sticks around. This is next Wednesday, so a week from today, we have this next trough still sitting in the area. It begins to kick out, but watch what happens up in here. The next one kind of falls in behind it to reinforce this overall trophy pattern. So this is next Friday. So we're talking well out into time here. But you have a ridge down here, which means that places like New Mexico, Texas would be quite warm, and the warmth would continue up into the Central Plains. This would be a cold trough in the east, the southeast. But the overall pattern here in the west would be cooler than average temperatures. And that continues. Now, we're well out into time here. This is, this is Sunday the 23rd, actually Saturday the 22nd, actually. So we're talking a week and a half out. Now, I don't trust this kind of thing, but the thing that I want to point out here is that none of the models that we're looking at have ever been showing anything much different from this. That means that, every now and then you might see, this far out in time, never mind, there's going to be a big ridge here. No, they all say that there's going to be some sort of troughing, whether it's deep troughs or weak troughs, that will likely keep temperatures below average. And let's see, this is up to the 28th, and this is the end of the model run, which is on the 28th. So there's a very good chance that if these models are turning out to be correct, that we could go through the rest of this month without hitting 100 degrees, which is rare. We only do it about, ballpark 5% of the time, depending on how far back in time you want to go. But we did it back in 1998. I've talked about that. We did it in, I think it was 82 and 71. So it's been done before. In 1998, we still had a pretty hot summer from the middle of July on. We had more than 30 days over 100. Back in 1982, we only ended up with 5 days over 100, which was quite remarkable. So we'll see how it goes, but right now it does look as though our cooler than average trend is going to continue, maybe for the rest of this month, with a couple of warmer days. With Friday could be the warmest day we may see over the next 2 weeks. So that's what I've got for you today. Bright sunshine this morning, temperatures in the upper 80s, maybe as high as 90 in some spots later on today. There will be some of those high, thin clouds that'll come our way later on this afternoon. So that's everything I've got for you today. I'll be on KCRA tonight at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. And no Facebook tonight. There will be one tomorrow night. That's everything I've got. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you later.